Welcome back, ladies and germs.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The table's different.
We did get a new table. That's all that's happened in the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months.
I don't know.
I don't know when the last episode was. Now that I look back on it, I think it was February. Producers shaking their head wildly, saying it's not February.
August?
Oh.
July.
No, I'm not counting. I'm not counting the last one because that wasn't like a normal one.
The special?
Yeah, I'm not talking about the next gen preview special. I'm talking like the one you and I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like August, July.
No, it was like March.
No.
It was like February.
It was COVID. COVID happened.
We have not done. You and I have not done one since COVID.
I'm pretty sure we've done one since COVID. September.
I don't think so.
Or are you saying 9 months ago?
9 months.
9 months ago. So that would be April?
So there you go.
April.
Anyway, enough bickering about how long
We
ago
do
did
math
this.
well.
We're doing it again.
All right.
Because I was told that some people apparently like enjoying. They like enjoying the sound of our voices
I'm so sorry.
because they're masochists or something. I don't know what's wrong
I'm
with
so
them.
sorry if you like the sound of my own voice.
I don't get it either, but you
I
know.
mean, hey, you have a good voice. I do not. I have like kind of like a nasally.
I hear my voice and I go, oh, I need to go apologize to everyone I speak to on a daily basis.
Yeah, but you got that voice. You got a face for radio,
I do have a face for radio.
whereas I have nothing.
You just have a face.
I have a face.
A face is
I
better
have no
than
voice.
a face for radio.
But you got the voice at least.
This isn't a good voice.
I have nothing.
I sound.
I have nothing.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have video games.
Do have video games.
And 2021 is almost upon us. It can't. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say
Say
what
what?
I was going to say.
What were you gonna say?
Because if I'm wrong,
Were you gonna say 2021 is gonna be a great year?
well, I was going to say it can't be any worse, but we said that last year.
Do you know how we ended up in this situation? All right, so there was a news story. I don't remember exactly where, but there is this lady eating at a Cracker Barrel, and the guy just pays for everybody's Cracker Barrel meal. And this was at the end of 2019, and she's on the news, and she goes, "2020 is gonna be a great year." And look where we are.
What?
2020 is not a great year. We got cursed because
I'm well aware, but I don't know what you're talking about. This lady at Cracker Barrel.
yeah, it was a news story.
Sure.
Yeah, like a guy comes in, like out of kindness for like the season,
Yeah.
pays for everybody's meals,
Okay.
and because it was also near the end of the year, so they're like 2020 is gonna be a great year. We're getting off to a really good start. We just got free food at Cracker Barrel.
I mean, it was Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel's all right. I mean, I haven't had Cracker Barrel in years.
You're not missing out.
Really?
Go to First Watch. Go to Kiki's.
What if I
Go
want
to-
that good old fashioned
go to IHOP.
Southern food?
There's other. There's
What
other
if I want
places.
food that might be racist?
I don't think food can be
People
racist.
that make it.
That, yes, but I don't think the food itself is inherently racist. I mean, no.
I don't know.
Anyway, so 2021 is coming. We hope it's better than
It's a
this year.
thing. I mean,
I
it
don't.
should be.
Maybe there's a vaccine coming.
I mean, for me, honestly, 2020 has not been a terrible year.
In my personal life, 2020 has been very.
I would say it's been also a pretty good year for you as well.
Yeah, but
It's had its ups and downs.
It's had its downs, and it's very weird. It's a weird year. But
What the hell is that noise?
there's air freshener up there. We put an air
Oh, is
freshener
that
up
the air
there
freshener? I thought that was like something in the walls or the.
to get rid of the gamer funk.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway. But yeah, 2020 was not, in my personal life, not the worst. I've had worse personal years, I think.
Oh, as I've high.
So it is kind of fun when people complain about 2020 because I'm just like, for me, it's not terrible. The whole, oh, you shouldn't be around anybody. I'm like, great, thank you. I don't want to sit next to someone in a restaurant. I have not missed sitting in a restaurant.
And yet, here we are less than 6 feet apart. Actually, since we're doing this less than 6 feet apart, I am prepared.
He's gonna show me up like that, huh?
Why, yes, I will.
With your whitey-tidy mask.
Well, hello.
Oh, wait.
Oh, do you have a mask as well?
I, too, am always prepared. 60% of the time, 100% of the time.
Just like Sex Panther, I see.
I can do this. All right.
Gamers rise up.
We're doing this.
We're giving it back to you.
I have no
The
idea.
gamers.
This isn't going to sound nearly as clear. But, you know, I also feel like at this point it's too little too late.
Yeah, you're
We were
right.
kind
Fuck
of
it.
we were kind of in the room together there for a while.
Mhm.
Do as we say, not as we do. Wear your mask. Stay indoors. Stay away from people.
Don't touch people.
Don't touch people.
Shake some hands.
I'm not going to do that right now.
Shake my hand.
I'm not going to do that right
Shake my hand.
now. Thomas, what are you looking forward to in 2021 for video games? Video games.
Hopefully to get an Xbox or a PS5.
Oh, those were in stock today for 38 seconds on Walmart.com.
Apparently, Walmart.com stopped like 20 million bots or 20,000 bots. I don't remember the exact number. It stopped a lot of fucking bots.
I would love to know how they did that, what they did, how they got the number.
They put a captcha.
It's amazing.
I mean, I bet that's not what happened, but
It's
I'm sure a captcha
amazing
sounds
how in 2020 the technology we have, the phones we have, just everything that we have in life, we really can't program a machine to go, that's a taxi. Like,
That's a
oh,
bike.
make them click 5 pictures of a crosswalk. That'll stop them.
Or what are these letters?
Well, see, that's the thing, is I think they got good at that, so then they moved it to the picture.
Oh.
But I'm just like, we really can't make a machine that can go, that's a taxi.
I mean, there's also like they can do like audio ones. Feel like you have to listen to the captcha. Although if you're deaf, then you're kind of fucked.
And voice recognition's a thing.
I guess.
Like, it knows what you're saying at all times.
I suppose.
You talk about McDonald's, and then you get the ad for McDonald's.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let me check.
You want to look for a McDonald's ad right now? I mean, it does take a few minutes. I wouldn't say it's instantaneous.
You never know.
But if there's a McDonald's ad on there, we'll know.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, 2021, video games are hopefully happening. No idea if conventions are happening. No idea if social gatherings will come back. I hope so.
They might.
As much as I hate being around strangers, I do rather enjoy being around people. So conventions, that's a plus. I want to be around my people. I want to be around other nerds who also get anxious in groups of 5 or more.
And also very smelly.
And you know, I for one am a fan of showers. Some of them are not. I like personal hygiene.
I like deodorant.
That's one of my favorite comics. Is this girl is like hugging this guy, and she's like, "You smell so good," and he's just like, "Yeah, you like that? You like personal hygiene?"
I showered.
The bar is low nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, for personal hygiene. Kind of sad. Showers are your friend.
Mm-hmm.
I knew someone who didn't shower every day, and they were like proud of it.
Who?
Their excuse, I won't name them, but
Do I know them?
You do know them.
Oh shit!
But they claim they were like, well, it's saving water. That was their reason. Was it saves?
Was
water?
it someone in orchestra?
No one from high school.
No one from high school.
I'm not. We're not gonna name names. We're not gonna say anything.
Okay, you gotta tell me after the podcast.
I will tell you.
Okay.
But yeah, I do know someone who claimed that by not showering every day, they were saving the planet.
Is it a former co-host?
No.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah, so showers are.
I will
your
say
friends.
this: you did smell pretty good at least.
I did.
Oh no, former co-host.
Former co-host smelled pretty good.
Yeah.
Talking about Ian.
I mean, I'm talking about the show. I don't know if Ian smelled good or not.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know. You're the old second in command.
Oh, you think they smelled good?
They had good body smell and spray stuff.
You know strange things about people. I've never once had an opinion on your odor, good or bad. And I'd rather
why
keep
not?
it. I'd rather. And
I would like it if you had a good opinion about my odor. Be like, you smell good, dude.
I'd rather keep a neutral stance. I don't want to go around and be like, Smells good. Smells good.
Why not?
Don't want to be around that one.
Why
Smells
not?
good.
If you say, "Hey, bro, you smell great," that's a confidence booster. Am I wrong?
I don't.
I tell you every day that you smell nice.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. It's a
I-
very confident boost.
I guess, but again,
Does Sammy say that you smell great?
maybe. I don't.
We can ask her.
It's not a thing.
She at
that
work
I-
yet?
No, let's not do that.
Let's get her on the line.
Let's not do that.
Okay, fine.
But either way, if I was told I smell, I think I've been told I smell nice in the past. But like, I don't sit there and like, I'm not going the rest of the day like, I smell good. Like, it's not a thing. For some gamers, maybe it should be. Y'all stink.
The Smash community.
Speaking of the Smash community, I'm so sorry.
Fuck 'em.
But also, congratulations. You got Sephiroth. But that's like another. It's kind of funny how there's communities with it. You can't just say the Smash community.
Sephiroth
Because
has
there's-
come to bring Smash to despair.
There's factions in the Smash community.
the competitive faction, I should say.
Well, Melee is its own faction.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an opinion.
They smell bad.
Okay.
Most of them, like the top players, have come out as
I'm sorry. Let me just.
sexual predators.
I'm watching the like-dislike meter right now, and there's like 10 dislikes and 1 like.
The Melee community doesn't watch this.
It doesn't look pretty.
I'll tell
Actually,
you.
I think from this video, I think it's actually going to be over there. But regardless, they're not going to be happy.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Thomas Carver, 2020.
Fuck them. But Sephiroth's in Smash. though.
Sephiroth is in Smash, and it looks amazing. He's out today, actually.
No, he's not.
He is out today.
He comes out the 23rd. If you beat him in the game, you can get him 5 days
You
early,
can
which
get him
is
today.
tomorrow.
No, he's out. I have people who haven't right now, today.
He's not out today.
He is out today.
No, he's not.
I have people right now. I know people right now who are sitting at home playing as Sephiroth.
Well, then they're liars.
They're not. I'm telling you, he's out
He's
today.
not out today. He comes
If-
out the
if-
23rd.
If you do the boss thing, he'd be out today.
See, look, it says on the 23rd, 22nd. Okay, 22nd for U.S. fans. So 5 days. So I guess if you beat
That
him,
would be today.
fine. He's out today.
He's out today
If you're an Uber nerd,
under special circumstances,
if you're good at Smash, I suppose.
which is not us.
No.
So he'll be out on the 22nd for us.
Yeah.
But regardless, Sephiroth is out. The
Gino's
internet-
in Smash.
Gino is kind of in Smash.
He's in Smash.
No love from my boy Mallow.
But I'm sure we also get his music, at least.
That would be nice.
I'm pretty sure we do.
That is.
We get a Chocobo
I was thinking
hat.
about that earlier today. I think that's my favorite game of all
Super Mario
time.
RPG.
I think so. I really thought about it. And I was like, yeah,
It's a good
that's
one.
it. That's it. That's the one.
It's a good one. I wouldn't say it's my favorite.
I think it's
Nowhere near. I would go.
Which is funny because I'm not huge into the JRPG scene, and granted, that's kind of like a surface level JRPG at that.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
It is,
It's
but
solid.
but it is funny because JRPG is not. That's your forte.
Yeah.
That's not my
Yeah, I like the Xenogears, Parasite Eve,
forte. That one.
the Xenoblade as well.
Mm-hmm.
Xenosaga. If it has Xeno in the name, it's probably going to be a good JRPG. Assuming it is a JRPG, you know, there could be like some random game from like Poland or some shit called
Xenofighters.
Xenofight, Xenoverse. Well, Xenoverse
Xeno-
is alright.
I like Xenoverse.
Yeah, you know Dragon Ball.
No relation to Xenoblade.
No, not at all. It's Dragon Ball, and I love Dragon Ball. Hopefully, I get Kakarot for Christmas. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Cough, cough.
I'm done shopping.
All right, cool. So that means I do have Kakarot then.
You keep telling yourself that.
I will.
So yeah, so let's say you get that Xbox or that PS5 in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
First game that you're gonna play.
If Final Fantasy 16 comes out next year, Final Fantasy 16.
That game is not coming out for like 4 years,
it might.
probably.
They said it's coming out sooner than you think.
Yeah, most people probably would think 7 years, so I'll say 4 years.
Okay.
If it comes out next year, or even 2022,
I'll say 2022 at the latest.
I would be genuinely surprised.
No, I expect it to be
Because
late
Square
next
has
year.
a bad habit of like, here's our new game, it's coming soon, and then eventually down the road they're like, we might have said.
Yeah, but
we
the
might
guy
have
that's
spoken
actually in
too
charge of
soon.
it is also the guy in charge of 14, and he actually gets shit done. Unlike Nomura,
I don't know why that was so funny.
all right?
I don't know why that.
Because not only is he working on 16, he's still working on 14. They got an expansion that's going to be coming out next year. We're going to see the reveal in February, and it's probably going to come out like summer, because that's usually the pattern, like a 2-year cycle expansion, because that's how it goes for MMOs. So I also look forward to playing that. I'm going to have to catch up, because I haven't played in almost a year.
Why
I
they
have to
haven't
catch
made
up
the
some
PS5
patches.
version
You can play the PS4 version, and
Yeah.
it's like it runs faster.
yet?
and
Does
whatnot.
it? Okay.
I'm sure there will be a PS5
I might
version.
look into that because man, that thing on PS4 turned the PS4 into a rocket. That
Dude, you should have played it on PS3 back in the day. I played it on
I
PS3.
don't want to know what that.
There's a
was.
reason why they stopped PS3 support, because it was just like, yo,
Yes.
PS3 users, you making things chug
You gonna get Cyberpunk?
when it's complete.
The game that crashes and is so bad that they promised you refunds and then they like
They made false promises because they can't promise that you get a refund.
yeah, and then they were like just stop asking for
And they also flat out fucking lied before it came out. They're like, oh no, we're so surprised that the game works so well on current generation consoles, even though this game was announced before current generation consoles were available.
Right. And that's the thing is everyone's like the argument that people are making is, well, you shouldn't expect it to run good on old hardware. It was originally going to come out before we even knew what a PS5 looked like.
Or a PS4. Well, no, I'm sure we knew what the PS4 looked like. It just wasn't
No,
out
well,
yet.
that was the thing. And what's really ironic is someone posted an image the other day when it was first shown off at the Game Award. I think it was the Game Awards.
I thought it was E3.
There was E3. They closed their trailer with coming when it's ready.
Yeah, it'll come out when it's done.
It'll come out when
It's
it's
clearly
ready.
not done.
It's not done.
I will play it once. We have another No Man's Sky, but whereas No Man's Sky was like false promises of just, the guy who made it, they're clearly very.
And that's an indie game.
Yeah, that's an indie game.
Mind you.
But what's the dude's name? You remember?
Sean,
Sean something?
I would say Sean.
I think it is.
I don't
Sean
think
Murray.
that's
it's
right.
not. It's not Sean Layden. That's that's
That's Sony.
yeah. I think it is Sean Murray.
Maybe.
Sean
maybe
Murray,
it is.
if you made
Sean Murray, if that's you, hello.
the game's great now, by the way.
Very proud of you.
They
Thank you.
actually finally fulfilled all the promises of No Man's Sky.
Thank
But he's clearly not a public speaker.
Mhm.
So they put him on a talk show, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna have this, just panicking. Whereas Cyberpunk is a AAA game. Oh, this is gonna be a perfect, complete game. Blah blah blah. Oh, we're gonna have to do crunch because crunch is necessary. Which clearly it's not.
There's so many weird things about that game. I've seen videos where
And the game's still not complete.
I have seen so many weird things in that game. I mean, you walk up to an NPC, you walk 10 feet away, and you come back, it's a completely different NPC.
But I very much look forward to playing this once it is complete, though, because it does look like it will be an amazing.
You pull out your gun, and the hand is there, and then the gun sort of materializes into your hand a few seconds later. You drive up to a sign, and the sign texture hasn't loaded, and it takes like 15 seconds, and then the sign pops in. Like,
Yeah.
How they thought.
Well, here's the thing:
they
if you're not
could.
looking at something, this is not a bug. Apparently, it's a feature. If you're not looking at it, it's non-existent. It doesn't spawn in until the moment it's in your vision. So if you're looking at a person, you look away and you look back, chances are it's gonna be a different person because they despawned
And that's by design.
and they respawn right, just so they don't have to program the AI and everything. And the cars that are driving, no one's driving the cars because when you're not looking at it, there's no car there.
Meanwhile, you got other games you pull the camera back and everything's just running.
Yeah.
Like, I saw one video where I guess it's the title screen of the intro. I haven't played it.
Fucking GTA 5, a
You're-
game that came out how many years ago?
10 years ago.
And it's still coming out again.
Like I saw a video. I think it was the PS4 version. I think where, and I don't know the context of it, but you're on like a train, and as you walk up to the window to look out at the city, and all the buildings are unloaded textures of just gray blocks, and then the game stutters because it can't handle the gray blocks, and then the game just crashes.
Ooh.
There's so many issues. How they thought they could just release it, I don't get it. I know the internet was bullying them because it got delayed.
But that's not why they released it.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean?
Well, they just because they could have kept delaying it as many times as they want.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were just exhausted.
I feel like they're the EA of 2020 with this move. I really think they're the worst. As far as, I don't think personally they're the worst, but I think they have the worst opinion of the community.
But here's
This
the thing:
year.
like every game they make always has bad starts. It's just this is like the ultimate bad start. Like Witcher 3 kind of really bad when it came out, and they kept working on Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 is a fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just really bad. But I'm sure it will be worked on.
I'll hope so, but I with the condition and the shape that it's in and the way it's running, I feel like it's not going to be stable.
Because the next gen version isn't even out. What you're playing on PS5 and Xbox One is technically the same build as the last gen. It's just running better.
Right.
It's not the true because that's not until February.
Yeah. So I'll be surprised if it's really stable for 6 months to a year, even. It maybe even longer, depending on how far they got to go back and rework stuff.
Could be, in February we get those next gen versions and they run like clockwork.
That'd be nice, but we'll see.
But they still have to work on the current gen.
Yeah, that's the thing is you can't promise PS4, Xbox One versions, and then they're just unplayable compared to the new stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty messed up. If anything, the PS4 version and the Xbox One version were supposed to be amazing, and if you got that next gen version, that was just a bonus.
Yeah.
What was promised to be done.
I mean,
Whereas,
it looks like Assassin's Creed Valhalla does that. I've heard nothing bad about current gen version of that game.
I haven't really heard anything bad about it either.
But then I hear, the next gen version is really good, really pretty.
What other games are looking forward to next year? 2021. What do you think?
2021.
What do you think realistically we'll see in 2021?
Halo Infinite?
I hope so.
Halo Infinite?
I really hope so. I had the Xbox Series X pre-ordered up until like 3 days before it came out, and then I canceled it because the only reason I wanted one was for Halo Infinite. And then they're like, "This game's just not coming out for like a year," and I was like, "Well, I'm not just gonna let this gather in dust," so I just canceled the pre-order.
I mean, not like...
But see, you're doing the payment plan. You're
I
trying.
can't even do it because I don't have to qualify for it.
Oh.
I could have just done a payment plan with you. Like, here, you hold on to something important of mine.
Nah,
Here's some money.
be like, I need full payment up front.
Damn. You know me.
This is not a car loan.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
For an Xbox today.
Whatever.
So yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is a mess.
I look forward to playing it in 2077.
Smash has Sephiroth. Nintendo made everyone sad and angry.
I mean,
There were a couple things let's recap here, because the Smash Melee, that was a huge stink. The Etika Joy-Con charity thing, that was a huge stink.
Yeah, but also turns out the guys making the Joy-Cons were keeping most of the money anyway.
Yes, so that one kind of balances out. And there was a third thing.
They're killing Mario at the end of March.
Well, yeah.
And then the explanation for why they're doing that is just, well, it's a celebration.
Yeah, they're pulling a Disney Vault with Mario. They're just like, it's a limited time thing. It's now or never. You better get in on it now.
They're creating a FOMO.
And it's working.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
And they're doing that again with Fire Emblem, and that seems like they're probably going to do that.
Fire
next year
Emblem
with
is
Zelda.
insane. I have had 3 failed attempts to order that game online.
That
the Fire
physical version?
Yeah.
Because you could just get it.
Which is not even a real physical version. It's just a collector's edition that comes with a code. There's no physical version of the game.
But honestly, if you want to play that game in its best state, you play the DS remake.
Which I have.
Which I'm surprised they don't. Oh, you have it?
I do have it. Yeah, you can.
I have
But-
a case for it.
I have got everything for it.
I used to have.
But I've had 3 attempts where I see it the second it goes online. I've even gotten so far to where GameStop charges my card and then it will
And then
immediately
it gets
refund
canceled.
it.
Jesus.
It immediately just turns around and goes, nope, sorry. Like I've got like, it's insane. I've had 3 separate attempts now to get that, and it just immediately just.
Goddamn, that sucks.
I had more luck getting a PS5.
You
It is
got
insane.
2 PS5s,
did
and then you get rid of one.
Which I did not scalp. I had someone who paid in full for one because he lost his 2 pre-orders. So,
Mm. Whatever anime game will come out next year for next gen.
oh, what's that one? Crim?
No, I meant like an anime game, not some like this is an RPG anime style. No, I'm talking about like a fucking Dragon Ball
Just a
or
licensed
Naruto.
Bandai
Yeah,
Namco
exactly,
game.
a Gundam game, a JoJo game.
I need them to come out with an original game, though.
Jump Force.
Kakarot was a good first step.
I mean, Legacy of Goku.
Yes,
Game
but that's what I'm saying. Is it's been years since we've had an original. Everything since like PS3 era is just copy paste. It's all copy paste. Here's your new characters. Here's a slightly better texture. That's it.
Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is really good.
But it's the same thing as the other Ultimate Ninjas. It's just bigger roster, more stuff in it.
Yeah, but the story mode, you also have like Muso stuff happening.
Mm,
So there's like a level where it's like Dynasty Warriors with Kaiju.
Mm.
Pretty fucking cool. I am looking forward to the new Switch. I'm sure they're going to reveal next year.
Everyone has been talking about the new Switch that doesn't exist since the Switch came out.
But here's the thing: like, apparently Nintendo has told developers like start making games.
We've seen, yes, but like those rumors have been going on for like 2 years.
But looking at the new Hyrule Warriors, I can believe it because from what I've seen, like from when I played the demo, that game chugs. That game fucking chugs.
It is not. I feel like because Hyrule Warriors.
It's fun though, but it's fucking.
Hyrule Warriors was a
chugs.
Wii U port, so it wasn't. They didn't have to push the boundary quite as much with it on Switch. If anything, the Switch gave them a little extra breathing room.
Yeah.
Whereas Age of Calamity, it was made for Switch, and they were just like, "Oops, we put too much in it."
And also, it's more action than Dynasty Warriors.
Is it really?
Yeah, it feels more like you're playing an actual action game versus Muso. Killing
Yeah,
waves
yeah,
and waves and
yeah.
waves. And
Yeah, there's like objectives
Yeah.
within it and puzzles and things. Yeah, that is true. Impa is Beskar.
Urbosa. Urbosa. I like them big.
What you want to see in 2020?
Breath of the Wild 2.
That's not coming out this next year.
Bayonetta 3.
It has been over 1,000 days since we saw the Bayonetta 3 logo,
Metroid Prime 4.
and nothing since.
Metroid Prime 4, my dude. No More Heroes 3. That comes out.
That will.
February? I was about to say July. It's either January or February.
That's coming out soon.
Bravely Default 2. The final demo just dropped today, which I'm going to download and play when we get
Didn't that
home.
game already come out?
No, you're thinking of Bravely Second, which is part
That's
2 of
not
Bravely.
2.
No, okay, so Bravely Default and Bravely Second is like one story,
Mm.
whereas Bravely Default 2 is like a new story. Following
So
new characters.
totally separate thing.
Right.
Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what I feel like is probably going to happen is like Bravely Default, Bravely Second, Bravely Default 2, Bravely
2-2.
2. I don't.
2-2.
I don't know how they're gonna do the
Electric
naming,
Boogaloo.
how they're gonna do the naming thing because like they could just do Bravely Default as their new Final Fantasy.
They could. Or just do more Final Fantasy.
I mean that too. They are. They are. But I look forward to playing Devil May Cry 5 again on a PS4.
You're gonna get it
So
again?
Play as Virgil, my dude, with the ray tracing and whatnot, and be able to do like legendary Dark Knight mode to have waves of enemies on the screen. The Mass Effect trilogy, I'm sure will look better on next gen than current gen.
I saw a tweet for the Mass Effect trailer that was at Game Awards, and it was like, Mass Effect will continue. And they were like, is this a threat? Because we don't talk about the last one.
Andromeda or 3?
Andromeda.
I tried playing it so many times.
Where did that, like, how does that game fit into the world of Mass Effect?
It doesn't because it's in a whole different. It's in the Andromeda galaxy.
So it's just a totally separate thing completely?
Right. You just like fuck off, and it's like hundreds of years after the event because
Okay.
travel through space.
Okay.
So it's its own story and dealing with shit that's in the Andromeda galaxy. I'm sure it probably gets better, but like I can never get very far. Like it was a chore to get off the very first planet,
Okay.
and that's not good.
No, it's not.
Because I love Mass Effect 1 and 2, and I've never really played the story to 3. Played the multiplayer, loved it, it was fun. I started the story to 3, you know, it was on Earth. I'm like, this is cool, and then I don't know why I never continued. Dragon Age 4, because I love Dragon Age. I'm sure there's going to be a Star Wars game.
You ready for Vin Diesel, the game?
Oh, Arc 2? I never played Arc.
I never did either. I think when it first came out, it was, I know it's on consoles now, but when it first came out for PC, it was so poorly optimized, you had to have like state-of-the-art equipment.
I heard the game is hard, too.
I've heard it's hard, but I remember when it first came out, it was such a demanding game that if you didn't have the best of the best hardware, you just weren't gonna play it. So, but yeah, so I never got into Arc. Vin Diesel's a game developer now, though, so maybe I'll try.
What can Vin Diesel not do? The dude can act.
Grow hair.
He can be a model.
Grow hair.
He can sing.
Can't grow hair.
You don't know that.
When's the last time you saw Vin Diesel with hair?
Let's take a gander, shall we?
I don't know. That just seems like a disturbing image. I can't even picture
You can't picture Vin Diesel
Vin
with
Diesel
hair.
with hair.
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. Look, third thing, Vin Diesel with hair.
Notice how the first picture, he does not have hair in the Vin Diesel with hair Google search.
He does. That's the very first picture. He has hair.
That hairline is, even in the first
What about
picture,
that one?
that's not
That's real. I mean, that's Con Air. What about that one?
he just looks like he's in a boy band.
He's right. He's Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, totally. Anyway,
Yeah, and okay.
Vin Diesel's a game developer now.
That's cool. Is he actually developing Arc 2?
No, I'm sure he just spent money, or they were like, hey, Star Power, come in our studio and act like you know what you're doing, and we'll put your name in the credits and say a Vin Diesel video game.
Vin Diesel joint.
Vin Diesel joint.
Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
What was that? That was NBA 2K 18? 17? 16?
I don't remember.
Where your best friend dies and then like his ghost comes back or some shit?
And he coaches you, right, or something?
Something like that. I don't know.
NBA games
They got story. Sometimes. The other times they also have really bad voice acting because it's just the player.
Remember when FIFA came out and it was the exact same game? So IGN was just like,
Check our review of last
same review, actually no, they gave it a lower score. They're like, oh, we gave it the same score as last year and we dropped it by 1. Because it's
Damn.
the exact same game.
Pokemon. I'm sure there's going to be like Gen 4 remake next year.
Hopefully. I hope there's an E3 next year. Jerks. I want my E3, even if it's virtual. Just give me something.
Maybe.
That I can wear my new official G4 merch.
They're probably all just going to start doing like directs, like Nintendo directs, Sony,
I mean, that's
whatever.
we're pretty much there already.
The Microsoft, who gives a fuck?
The Xbox xylophone.
Yeah, the PC, fuck off. I don't know.
The PC update.
Yeah,
The square shape up.
sure.
The Bethesda.
Boo.
The Bethesda boo?
That's the boo.
The Bethesda boo.
The EA, no.
Thank you for joining us for this year's EA. No.
The Ubisoft,
Ubisoft,
starring that one chick who's always there.
Aisha Tyler.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Ubisoft,
with Aisha Tyler.
We're going to show you something cool, we're going to show you something not cool. And at the end, you'll just be like,
Or here's the game with the rabbits.
All right, yeah.
All right,
All right,
Watch
here's
Dogs. All right, you ready for Assassin's Creed? Here's Assassin's Creed.
Heard you guys like dancing. We got a game for you.
Oh boy, here's the new Far Cry game, and here are gamers playing and doing real dialogue with each other.
And now here's an inspirational video about how we are all Ubisoft.
And here is Tom Clancy back again
Tom-
from the dead.
Tom
with his
Clancy.
newest game.
Tom Clancy released 4 new video games this year. He's been dead for 10 years. How does he do it? Tom Clancy. I want them to bring back Mr. Caffeine.
I want a new Splinter Cell.
The new Tom Clancy Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
Tom Clancy.
Splinter Cell.
If you don't know what I'm referencing, go look up Mr. Caffeine E3 2011.
And then
What
Peggle.
are you doing? Peggle 2. Oh, can I get Peggle 3?
Yo, that's all EA needs to do.
Give me Peggle
Welcome
3.
to the EA No. Peggle 3. We're
Yes. That man had so much hype on that
Because it's
stage.
fucking Peggle.
He jumped, put his fist in the air. A choir of angels sang, and then there was nothing.
You know what?
How do you announce a game like that where you shout a title, there's 5 seconds of angelic chorus, and then it just went to the next game?
You know who can do that?
Yeah.
Gabe. He can just come out. Half-Life 3.
I love the meme every year where it's just like Gabe walks out on stage. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. A 3 comes up on the screen. Everyone is ready and excited. An E comes up next to it. Have a good E3. And he walks off stage.
God damn.
And then it's like Gabe gets shot or something like that.
I'm ready to reveal the Steam 3.
Steam 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Steam in a jar. That's it.
It's a new version of Steam.
It leaves.
Where it already has your money.
Yeah, it leaves as fast as your wallet. It's gone.
So what else do we any predictions of what might come? What do you hope?
It's hard to say because at this point, especially with the COVID model and what everyone's doing, especially Nintendo, they've stopped. We don't know when things are in production now. They're just like, here's a new trailer for a game that you've never heard of, and it's out in 3 weeks. And like that's just what they've been doing. It's really cool because it's always a pleasant surprise, but at the same time it sucks because we're sitting here and we're just like, we don't know. They're as far as I know, there's no first party games like on the calendar for next year.
Mario. 3D World.
That's a port.
It's still a first party game.
But I'm saying new game. New game, not a port. There is nothing officially on the calendar.
No more
for
Heroes
next year.
3. Well, no, because
Not
it's
for
51.
Yeah. There are no first parties that we know of on the calendar for next year.
Bayonetta 3 might come out next year.
Because what happened was when Animal Crossing came out, which was April,
No, it was March.
March 20th.
March 20th.
It was March 20th. So when that game came out in March at the time, after that came out, there were no games on the calendar for 2020. There was nothing. And we were like, what's happening? And then they were like, Paper Mario Origami King. It's out in 3 weeks. And we're like, oh, this is
Great.
awesome. Thank you. Great. Good. And then that came out. We were like,
Mario 3D All Stars.
and then we were like, there's nothing else. Mario 3D All Stars. It's out in 2 weeks. Oh, great. Thank you. And then again, it was like, what's happening for the holiday season? There's nothing. And it was Age of Calamity. And so that's how they're doing stuff now. They're waiting until it's pretty much done to actually even announce it. And I think other companies are they're gonna have to do that unless they want a Cyberpunk on their hands of here's a cool new game, it'll be out next year. Just kidding. Here it is. Oh, it's broken? Sorry.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank comes out next year.
Yep, that should be out. Supposedly I'm seeing February, March is what I'm seeing. I'm very excited for that. I love Ratchet and Clank. That is a series that does not get enough love. Granted, part of that's nostalgia. It's the only real big non-Nintendo 3D platformer game that is still around
You know what's not coming out next year?
from like the early 2000s era.
You know what I know for a fact will not come out next year?
Jack
And
4.
exactly, it's never coming. Naughty Dog won all the awards it was nominated for. Every award it was nominated for.
It won.
It won Best Direction and then Game of the Year.
They were like, we're never making another Jet
It's like,
game
what does that even mean for Best Direction? It's
ever
just like,
again.
you know what? You did good work crunching all of those people and then, also firing people and crunching them so hard.
Jeff Keighley wore $1,000 shoes at the Game Awards, and I really want them.
Were those really $1,000 shoes?
They were.
Is that why fucking Last of Us won every goddamn award?
You think-
Because they paid
I
for
think
it?
they bought him his
Oh, absolutely.
$1,000 Italian designer
Absolutely. From what
sneakers.
I've heard, Ghost of Tsushima is supposed to be like the best game from this year. I haven't played it. I want to play it. I want to be a samurai in black and white.
It's on PS4.
I know, but unless you want to buy me Ghost of Tsushima.
I got no money.
Alright, cool.
I spent it all.
Nice.
I like the off-camera look of just like, will you get it for me?
Yeah. Oh, I love you too.
Oof. That was not a positive.
Who knows? I
Response.
might already have it under the tree. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe.
You could have a McRib under the tree. That's what I want.
Maybe not. No, from that expression, I haven't had McRib.
You like McRibs?
I love McRibs.
Yes. They're so good. First time I had one, I was like, I paid $5 for this? This is terrible. And then I don't know what drugs they put in their food, but they put something in it. And I was like, let me try it again. And I was like, it's okay, I guess. And next thing I knew, I was getting like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, you're gonna be devastated once it's gone.
Yeah, now I'm in that phase where I'm like, I was driving home tonight and I was like, is the McRib still, can I still get it?
Wait,
I hope I can
when
still
did
get it.
you first try the McRib? Was it this year?
No.
Oh,
When
okay.
I first had one, it was about 2 years ago.
Oh,
I had about 2 years ago for the first time. And I was like, no.
So you understand that Simpsons episode of the Rib Witch? You understand the Rib Witch?
Yes. And he just gulped them all down. And they're like, sorry, sir, we're all out.
That's why whenever we go to Universal, I have to get the Rib Witch.
Remember theme parks?
With Disney.
Went to Disney Springs last week. Do not recommend right now. There were areas like we would walk towards the area. I'd see the crowd. And I'd be like, I'm gonna go this way now because there's not 1,000 people just congregated. For those of you who don't know, we filmed in Florida, where coronavirus is nothing more than a Democratic conspiracy,
Coronavirus!
according to most of the locals. So Florida just kind of gave up.
It's turned the freaking frogs gay.
Florida just gave up. It's kind of funny. I have my meetings every week with Chris Gore and the Attack of the Dock crew, and they're all in like California, and they're like, yeah, we're locked down. We can't do anything. How's it over there in Florida? And I'm just like, it's the malls open, stores are open, people are shopping, theme parks are open, social distancing's out the window. Nobody cares.
Our governor is over there second Trump's
Oh, okay. Took it a step further than I was going to.
Well,
It's kind of your job, I guess.
Yes. He's also not all there in the head. Our governor sucks. I mean, you know who doesn't suck?
Reggie Fils-Aimé?
I was gonna say Mario, but sure, Reggie. Reggie doesn't suck. I was gonna say Mario.
I'm upset because, like, at the Game Awards, I saw his bookshelf. Well, actually, he tweeted a picture of his office, and he was like, I'm hosting, and he was like at his desk. And I saw his bookshelf, and I'm really curious to know a lot of the books that are on his shelf. And I was trying to, like, zoom into the Twitter photo to find, I could read a couple of the bigger
Why not
spines.
tweet at him?
I did. I retweeted it, and I was like, I'd really like to know some of the books on your shelf. But I'm not important enough.
Well, you know what you could do? You could just go to his office,
That's frowned upon.
kick down the door.
That's frowned upon.
It's like, yo, Reggie, what books you got?
Get out of my house! I'm calling the police! What do you want? I just want to know what books you read.
Oh my, you gotta break some shit.
I'm gonna put that down now.
Don't you be touching that thing.
That sounds like they took that song in the 90s to make a PSA about it. They were like, touching yourself is bad. And then they just took that song and they reworked it. And the cameras are all crooked and there's like colors for no reason.
Don't you go touching that thing, or else you're gonna go blind. La da da da.
Favorite line from Family Guy.
Why are the dinosaurs
It is when
extinct?
Peter's a kid
Couldn't
at the
touch himself at
museum.
night.
Why did all the
Oh.
dinosaurs die? And the museum curator's like, because you touch yourself at night.
And it's just his set.
Just like, you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to go that
I mean, who doesn't touch themselves?
far. I want to thank y'all for watching this week's episode. Everything you want to know and you need.
You know what sounds like another PSA from the 90s about not touching yourself?
It's really been a pleasure
I touch myself.
to have y'all
at
here with
night.
us. It's been a minute since we've done one of these. And
I know. You know what we have not talked about? Before we go saying bye, have a beautiful time, the Mario theme park.
yeah,
They
Super,
showed off a lot more of that.
Super Nintendo World is coming in February, and I'm very upset because I finally have the funds and the means to go, and I can't because people won't wear their masks. So I
You
can't.
might be able to go in February, though.
I'm not counting on it. Unless the vaccine is somehow widely distributed between now and then, which I don't think it will be.
You can try at least. Just be like, one ticket to Japan,
Plus,
please.
Vaccine or no vaccine, it's up to Japan to open up the country again. And they ain't going to do that for a while. Japan's not going to reopen.
Just say you are dying and you number one Mario super fan.
I'll give it a shot.
Just shave your head.
I'm not gonna
Number one Super Mario fan.
You sound like is it Bob? No, no, Lou. Yeah, what was his name? The guy that played Mario, not in the movie, but in the show.
Yeah, wrestler.
You sounded like him.
Do the Mario.
Did-
Swing your arm.
Have you seen his PSA? He did his anti-drug PSA where he was like,
Oh.
"Don't do drugs. If you're doing drugs, you shouldn't."
Yes.
He's like, "Talk to your priest, your rabbi, your teacher,
Yes.
your parents." He's like, "And if you do drugs, you go to hell,
Yes.
and then before you die." And it was like, "You go to hell and then you die."
Yeah.
That's terrible, Mario. Why would I go to hell and then die?
Trust Mario. He knows.
Mario knows drugs are bad. So.
Them mushrooms.
Be sure to go to patreon.com/VGX7. Support this show and maybe it's like it,
Is
Ultimate Gaming.
Joey still our patron of the month?
I don't-
Every month?
I don't think so.
Is he still just giving $5 a month?
I don't think he's on the patron list.
Mm.
So we need a new patron of the month. If you want to be a patron of the month, get a shout out. Go to patreon.com/VGX7.
And after 1 year, you may or may not get a t-shirt.
Maybe. We got
Awesome.
t-shirts. We have t-shirts. You know what? I'll tell you what. This can't be officially through the Patreon, but I'll tell you what. If you give it to the Patreon right now, I will mail you out a shirt because we do have some spare shirts. I'd love to give them out, do some promotion. So if you give to the Patreon, this is not an official Patreon reward. Can't do that. But if I see that you gave to the Patreon, I'll give you a shirt.
Just leave a comment on the YouTube video that you are on the Patreon. We can then confirm it. And you may or may not get the shirt.
And hey, be sure to subscribe too. I'm doing the stereotypical YouTuber thing. Make sure you subscribe because
There.
our numbers fluctuate. I've celebrated hitting 1,500 subs like 3 times now.
It goes up and down.
and we're under it again. So hey, let's make it a 4th time and let's keep it there. So make sure you're subscribing. I'm
Subscribe
also
up top.
I'm working on huntergame.com. That's a thing.
What? Pray tell.
It's just a portfolio site.
Ah.
All the other professional journalists in the
Why not?
gaming world have a portfolio
Do you
site.
also have a LinkedIn?
I do have a LinkedIn.
Oh, okay.
I do have a LinkedIn. That's how I got my new job.
Ah,
So
I probably should set up a LinkedIn.
all
I
right.
don't have one.
Thanks for watching Ultimate Gaming. I'm sorry. I went to the wrong mode there. This is not Ultimate Gaming.
It's Ultimate Gaming. Bye-bye.
Make sure you watch Ultimate Gaming. If you haven't seen it, that's our game review show. You can go check it out as well. All right. Thank you for watching everything you want, nothing you need. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.